Archangel Michael says, "This is a very urgent message for you, and you must not tell anyone until the right time arrives. There is a stirring in the heavens tonight, and your name has been whispered across the wind that moves between worlds. Someone is crying for you. Two women are involved in something that heaven has seen, and what they have done or are about to do carries great weight in the unseen realm. God wants you to listen carefully because this message comes to you not by accident but by divine timing. Every moment that has led to this one has been guided. And what you are reading right now is part of the divine intervention that is unfolding for your protection. You may have felt something strange lately. A heaviness in your heart or a sudden sadness that came for no reason. That feeling was not random. It was the energy of someone crying for you, someone whose spirit is tied to yours through a thread of destiny. Heaven saw their tears fall, and Archangel Michael was sent to guard your heart because those tears are connected to the truth that needs to be revealed. Two women are at the center of this moment, and each carries a different intention toward you. One has spoken your name with love but confusion, and the other has spoken your name with jealousy, hoping to block your peace. Yet God sees everything. Nothing escapes divine eyes. Archangel Michael says the one who cries for you does not wish you harm. They are trapped in guilt, regret, or pain that they cannot express to you directly. Their soul is restless because something they did or failed to do has caused an invisible rift between you. You may not even know who they are yet, but soon the truth will surface. God is orchestrating a meeting, an encounter, or a message that will arrive in such a way that you will finally understand why your spirit has been uneasy. The second woman, however, is part of a different energy, an energy that has surrounded your life with unnecessary chaos. She does not realize that her actions are being weighed in the spiritual realm. Michael says she has spoken words she thought no one heard, but heaven heard every syllable. She has tried to appear innocent, pretending she only cares for peace, but behind the veil there have been intentions formed out of fear, comparison, and envy. You must stay calm because God is already moving in your favor. You are being vindicated without having to lift a finger. There is a reason you were guided to read this right now. Divine timing is real. Every angel near you has been working tirelessly to prevent you from walking into emotional traps set by others. The tears being shed for you are part of the purification process. Heaven uses tears not only as a sign of sorrow but as a language of repentance. The one crying for you is realizing that they underestimated the purity of your heart. They now see that your kindness was not weakness. It was sacred strength. Their tears are cleansing their soul. And eventually those tears will become the key that reopens a spiritual door between you and them. But before that healing can occur, God is exposing truth through energy shifts and synchronicities. You might have noticed repeating numbers, sudden dreams, or even songs that speak your story. These are not coincidences. They are divine codes being sent to reassure you that the angels are active. Archangel Michael himself has been standing at your side, shielding you from betrayal and heartbreak. He says, "Do not fear the truth, my beloved. The truth always sets free the one who walks in the light." Right now, there is a battle happening in the unseen realm. A battle not of swords, but of words and intentions. Two women are spiritually connected to your destiny path, and both are being tested by heaven. One has chosen compassion even though she struggles with inner conflict. The other has chosen manipulation, thinking it would give her control. God is using this situation to refine your discernment. You have been learning how to feel energies beyond what is spoken. That sudden sense of discomfort you feel around certain people is not paranoia. It is divine intuition guiding you away from hidden harm. Archangel Michael says you have been too trusting in the past, giving others the benefit of the doubt even when your spirit warned you otherwise. But now your spiritual eyes are opening wider. The crying soul connected to you will soon send a sign, perhaps a message, perhaps a sudden meeting, or perhaps an apology that comes out of nowhere. You must be still and let them come to you. Do not chase, do not plead, do not demand answers. God is rearranging hearts behind the scenes, and He wants the truth to unfold, naturally in divine order. The other woman, the one who carries deceit, will soon face exposure. She has planted seeds of confusion, but they will not grow because God's light is burning through the soil of falsehood. You may hear rumors or strange comments. Do not respond with anger. Michael says, silence will be your weapon and truth your armor. The divine will show everyone who you are without you needing to defend yourself. Heaven defends its chosen ones. The person who cries for you might be someone you once trusted deeply, someone who turned away or misunderstood your love. Their spirit has been restless because their conscience has awakened. They realize they hurt a pure soul, and heaven is not allowing them to rest until they make peace. Their tears are prayers now, and those prayers are reaching you in waves. That's why sometimes you suddenly feel emotional for no reason. You are feeling their spirit trying to reconcile through divine energy. Michael whispers that your heart will soon be lifted. What was hidden is about to be revealed. Not in a dramatic explosion, but in gentle unfolding clarity, you will finally understand the motives, the mistakes, and the reasons behind many confusing events. The two women's actions have created ripples, but God is turning those ripples into blessings for you. What was meant to confuse you will instead awaken your inner wisdom. What was meant to harm your name will end up elevating your divine reputation. Archangel Michael reminds you that God never allows His chosen ones to be destroyed by lies. He allows exposure only to build testimony. What you are going through right now is the chapter before restoration. You may feel isolated, but that isolation is protection. Heaven isolates before it elevates. You have been kept apart from certain people because not everyone can handle the weight of your calling. Your light is powerful, and that power has attracted both love and envy. But do not let that make you bitter. The tears of others are not your punishment. They are your confirmation that your presence has been deeply felt. Someone cries for you not because you are weak, but because they see now that they lost something holy when they lost your trust. Their remorse is real, though they may hide it. Their emotions are spilling into the spiritual atmosphere because they cannot undo the past. But they are praying for another chance. Michael says you may not need to do anything except forgive in silence. When forgiveness flows, divine justice follows. The two women connected to this story are walking toward revelation. One will soon come forward with truth, the other will try to hide. Heaven will allow you to see both clearly. You will not have to confront them. Circumstances will reveal everything. Watch for sudden changes in behavior. People will begin to speak differently around you as though something has shifted. That is because the angels are rearranging energies, causing hidden intentions to surface. God wants you to stay in prayer, not fear. When you pray, the spiritual fog lifts and Michael's sword of truth clears the path before you. The tears, the women, the confusion. All of it is being rewritten in heaven's book right now. Divine justice does not fail, but it moves in divine time. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong for you because your protection is sealed under divine decree. Every attempt to harm your spirit is being redirected toward your elevation. Archangel Michael says you must also take care of your emotions right now. Do not allow worry to drain your light. There are forces that feed on fear, but they shrink in the presence of faith. Speak faith even when you feel uncertainty. Say, God is with me, and no weapon formed against me will prosper. Each time you say it, you strengthen your spiritual field, making it impossible for deceit to pierce through. There is also someone in your life, perhaps not one of these two women, who will soon deliver a message that confirms what you are reading now. It could be a stranger's words, a sudden dream, or even a random sentence that resonates deeply. That will be your divine confirmation. When it happens, thank heaven silently because that will be proof that the angels are near. Michael says, do not expose what heaven has not yet finished healing. That means for now, keep this revelation private. Do not rush to tell others. Not everyone around you has pure intentions. Some may pretend to care, but they are curious for the wrong reasons. Protect your energy by keeping your spiritual insights between you and God, until peacefully returns. God's plan for you is larger than the schemes of those two women. What they meant for harm will become part of your testimony of resilience. The one crying will eventually find peace. And when they do, your story will heal others who are trapped in guilt or grief. You are being used as an example of divine mercy and strength. The more you stay calm, the faster the truth aligns. You may soon be faced with an emotional conversation or an unexpected message from someone who once distanced themselves. When that happens, breathe deeply. Remember, you are being guided. Respond with grace, not fear. The angels will give you the right words. Sometimes silence will speak louder than explanations. Sometimes compassion will humble those who once mocked your kindness. Heaven is also saying that blessings are being prepared for you as a result of your endurance. Because you chose not to retaliate when hurt, divine favor is multiplying. What looked like loss will soon transform into gain. The emotional pain you endured because of these two women is birthing something powerful in you. A new level of discernment and peace that cannot be stolen again. You will soon look back and realize that what tried to destroy you actually shaped your destiny. Michael wants you to remember that angels are not only guardians. They are witnesses. They record every action, every tear, every prayer. Your prayers have reached the throne of God. You may not see the results yet, but in the spiritual realm, things have already shifted. The one who cried for you will be led to their own healing journey. The one who tried to deceive you will be stopped before causing further harm. God's hand is already in motion. There will come a moment when clarity washes over. Remember these words whenever fear tries to visit you. Nothing will go wrong for me. I am safe. I am guided. I am loved. I am protected by God and His archangels. Say it until your spirit believes it again. Michael stands beside you, his sword of light cutting through all darkness that tries to linger near your name, he says. I will not allow confusion to destroy what heaven has ordained for you. He is guarding your path day and night. When you feel sudden warmth or tingling near your shoulders or crown, that is His energy surrounding you. Acknowledge Him in your thoughts. Gratitude strengthens angelic connection. God has already written the outcome of this situation. Victory for you. Repentance for the one crying. Exposure for the one pretending. It is done. You only need to stay in faith while the events manifest in the physical world. Heaven's message is clear. Your heart is precious and every tear you have shed has been counted. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. The crying soul will find their peace and the deceiving soul will face their lesson. Through it all, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and freer than ever before. You are divinely protected. You are seen. You are loved. God is with you. And the angels surround you with light. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep your spirit open to the quiet miracles that will soon unfold before your eyes. Archangel Michael says, "This is a very urgent message for you, and I command you not to tell anyone. There is something unfolding around you that your spirit must know right now. Something that heaven has been watching in silence, but can no longer keep hidden. Someone is crying for you tonight. Their tears are not ordinary. They are heavy with regret, guilt, and deep pain. And what you don't yet see is that two women are involved. Two spirits whose actions have been moving like shadows around your destiny. This message comes with divine authority. And you must read it carefully because it holds the key to something that is about to shift your life. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword drawn, wings glowing brighter than they have in a long time because heaven has declared protection over you. You have been surrounded by energies that were pretending to love you, pretending to support you, but in their hearts they were jealous of your favor, your light, and your divine connection. The two women know about your life more than they should. They have spoken your name in conversations filled with manipulation and falsehoods. But their intentions are now being exposed by divine order. One of them cries not because she is innocent, but because the weight of what she did to you has returned to her. The other one cries because she has lost something precious. Her access to you and the grace that once covered her when she was near your energy. Archangel Michael says you have been feeling emotional lately for no reason. Sometimes feeling drained or uneasy even when nothing seems wrong. That's because your spirit has been picking up the sadness and guilt of those who betrayed you. Heaven has been allowing you to sense their energy, not to confuse you, but to prepare you for divine revelation. These women's actions are connected to something they tried to stop. Something God was about to do in your life. One of them tried to delay your blessing by using lies, and the other tried to influence someone connected to your heart. But Michael says their plans are collapsing as we speak. Their tears tonight are a sign that heaven's justice has begun. You may have noticed strange dreams or signs repeating lately. Numbers, whispers in your sleep, or faces appearing and disappearing in your mind. That's not your imagination. That's the angelic realm sending you messages through your subconscious, guiding you toward clarity. Someone in your life has been trying to reach you from a distance. This person's heart aches for you. They have realized that the two women around them or around you were manipulating the situation for their own selfish reasons. Now this person is crying filled with regret, realizing that they hurt you or doubted you because of lies that were whispered to them. Archangel Michael says, heaven allowed this heartbreak to happen so that truth could be revealed. You are not being punished. You are being protected. Sometimes God lets people fall away or misunderstand you so that your blessings are not stolen by those who would misuse your trust. Those tears you've cried lately have not gone unnoticed. Every drop has been counted by God. The person who is crying for you right now is spiritually drawn to you. They feel your absence like an ache in their soul. They may not have the courage to speak yet, but Archangel Michael says a divine encounter is coming and truth will flow like light through darkness. The first woman involved is someone who once pretended to be close to you, someone who knew your secrets or your emotional side. She smiled in your face but was secretly competing with you. The second woman is more manipulative. She works behind the scenes, feeding half-truths to others, twisting your words, trying to isolate you. These two joined forces, thinking that if they could control how others saw you, they could block your divine connection. But Michael says God never loses control. The moment they conspired, heaven began recording every word and every act. Now the scales are turning. One of them is about to face a major loss, something material that will crumble suddenly. The other will experience emotional turmoil, haunted by guilt until she confesses. God is exposing their intentions not to embarrass them publicly but to teach them that touching a chosen one comes with consequences. You are not an ordinary soul. You were chosen for divine purpose, and those who try to interfere with your journey eventually meet the justice of heaven. The person crying for you tonight once doubted your worth because of these women. They believed rumors or felt pressure to turn away from you. But now, as truth unfolds, they see who you truly are. A pure soul, a divine vessel carrying light in a world full of deceit. Their tears are cleansing them. They are realizing that they lost something precious. Your energy, your presence, your love, your prayers. Archangel Michael says you must not reach out in anger or bitterness when the truth comes. Instead, stay calm and let heaven finish what it started. Michael says, there is a divine reason you have been pulled away from certain people lately. Isolation was God's protection, not rejection. You may have thought that everyone forgot about you, that your prayers were unheard, but in truth, you were being hidden from spiritual danger. There were conversations you were not meant to hear, deals you were not supposed to be part of, and traps that were set for you. God made you invisible in the spirit so your enemies couldn't locate you. But now the season of hiding is over. The truth will surface. Archangel Michael says these two women underestimated how protected you are. They believed their cleverness could outsmart the divine plan. But when a person carries divine favor, every hidden scheme becomes a seed of their own downfall. God is turning what they meant for harm into a testimony for you. Your life is about to shift in a way that will shock even those who doubted you. The very people who once laughed at your silence will witness your sudden elevation. Michael says you will soon receive a message, an unexpected message that will clarify many things. It could come through a dream, a phone call, or a conversation that feels divinely timed. When that happens, your heart will know this was what heaven was preparing you for. You will see how every delay, every heartbreak, every misunderstanding was not a curse, but a setup for a miracle. Archangel Michael says, this is very urgent for you and you must not tell anyone. The moment this message reaches your eyes, the heavens shift around you because something sacred has been set in motion. Someone is crying for you tonight and two women are involved in what is unfolding behind the veil of your ordinary life. Their tears, their silence, and the unseen movements of their hearts have reached the ears of heaven. God Himself is aware of what they are hiding. And yet He is also preparing to use even this pain as a part of your awakening. You are safe. Nothing will go wrong with you. You only need to trust God and pray to Him with all your heart. The angels are standing guard around you. As this message flows through the invisible light of heaven straight into your soul, Michael stands tall beside you now, his armor radiant like the sunrise, his eyes burning with divine clarity. He whispers, "My child, the things you do not yet understand are being rearranged." The reason this message had to reach you in secret is because some energies around you cannot handle your destiny's light. Do not speak of it aloud, for there are ears that twist what is sacred. 2 women have been part of something that affects your spirit more than you realize. One of them cries in guilt. The other cries in fear. Yet both are part of a divine lesson meant to reveal to you how powerful love and forgiveness truly are. As he speaks, you may feel a subtle warmth in your chest, a quiet trembling that is not of fear, but of recognition. It is your soul remembering the promises it made before this lifetime began. You came here to learn trust, to face betrayal, and still choose love. You came to witness how God protects those who walk in truth even when the world conspires to confuse them. The angels have been watching you in moments when you felt unseen. Every tear you shed, every prayer whispered into the darkness has been heard. Someone is crying for you right now. Not because you have hurt them, but because their heart finally realizes the weight of what they did. This person is surrounded by remorse and heaven is stirring their conscience. You might have felt sudden waves of emotion lately, moments of sadness that seemed to appear without reason. Those were not only your own feelings. They were echoes of the soul that once wronged you. They are connected to you through spiritual cords. And as they cry, your heart feels the pull. But Michael says, do not worry, for this connection is being purified. God is removing the pain and leaving only the truth behind. The 2 women involved are in very different states of spirit. The first is restless, pacing in her mind, unable to sleep. She carries guilt like a shadow that refuses to leave. She once thought her choices were justified, but now she sees the cost of those actions. Her tears are genuine. She longs for peace but cannot find it until she releases the burden of deception. The second woman hides her sorrow under pride. She pretends she does not care, but when she is alone, she feels the coldness of her own heart. Heaven is touching her too, even though she resists. Michael says that both of them are being led toward revelation. What they did will come to light not to punish them but to heal the wound that has kept you bound in confusion. You have wondered why certain things in your life felt delayed. Why certain blessings seemed to circle around you but not land. It was because these hidden emotions, these secret actions were creating a fog around your destiny. Now by divine order, that fog is lifting. The light is entering every hidden place. This is why Michael insisted that you receive this message now. The timing is not random. The crying soul has reached the threshold of surrender. Heaven wants you to know that you are about to be vindicated without even lifting a hand. God is doing the work behind the scenes. He is rearranging conversations, revealing hidden messages, aligning the right people to stand for you. What was meant to break you is about to bless you. Michael says, do not let fear or anger control your heart. The moment you choose forgiveness, the heavens rush to defend you. You are not weak for forgiving. You are powerful because your forgiveness disarms darkness itself. The crying one is being shown visions of what could have happened if they had not been stopped. Your prayers have shielded you more times than you realize. Sometimes the delay in your life was not denial. It was protection. God blocked certain paths because behind them were traps laid by confusion, jealousy, and misguided love. Now you are stepping into clarity, and nothing can stop what is meant for you. The two women will each have their own awakening. One will reach out or send a sign. The other may vanish for a time, hiding from truth. But you must stand still in faith. Let the angels handle the exposure. Let heaven decide the timing of revelation. The important thing is that you stay aligned with peace because your peace is your protection. When your heart stays soft, divine justice moves swiftly. The moment you start to worry or retaliate, the process slows down. So breathe deeply and say, God, I trust you even when I don't understand. This simple prayer releases miracles faster than anything else. There is something else that Michael wants you to know. The crying soul has not only realized their mistake. They have been praying for your forgiveness without knowing how to ask for it. They have written your name in secret, spoken it to the night sky, and asked the angels to tell you that they are sorry. Some part of you may have felt this apology in your dreams. Perhaps you dreamed of someone standing, at a distance, unable to speak. Perhaps you felt a sudden wave of compassion for no reason. That was your higher self responding to their silent cry. God allowed you to sense it because your heart is ready to release what once hurt you. You are entering a divine turning point. Every tear you have shed will return to you as a blessing. Every moment of loneliness will become the foundation of your strength. You have been trained by heaven to stand alone so that when others finally recognize your worth, you will not depend on their approval. You will love freely without fear of betrayal. This is what the angels have been preparing you for. The two women and the crying soul are simply characters in the story that shaped your divine maturity. Michael reminds you that God's justice is not cruel. It is precise, merciful, and unstoppable. Those who plot in shadows eventually face their own reflection. The same mirror that exposed your pain will now reveal their truth. And yet, you must bless them. You must release them into God's hands, and walk forward without bitterness. Because when you forgive, you rise higher than the energy that tried to hold you down. Heaven celebrates each time you choose light over resentment. Tonight, if you can, light a candle and sit in silence for a few moments. Call upon Archangel Michael with your heart. You don't need special words. Just say, "Michael, I'm ready for truth, healing, and divine protection." Then close your eyes and feel the air around you shift. The warmth that surrounds you is not imagination. It is the presence of heaven itself. The angels are ministering to you even as you read this. They are sealing you in divine light so that no gossip, no jealousy, no hidden plot can reach you anymore. The people who once underestimated you will soon be astonished by the grace that follows you. Someone who once mocked your faith will now see miracles happen in your favor. This is God's way of showing that His hand has always been upon you. The two women involved will realize that no amount of manipulation can stop divine timing. What belongs to you cannot be stolen. What was delayed is now on its way, carried by angelic messengers who have been waiting for your heart to be ready. Heaven does not forget promises. Every prayer you whispered when you felt abandoned is being answered now one by one. Michael shows you an image, a closed